Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the History Liker, where history comes alive. Today, we're diving into a celebration that unites the world in joy, hope, and reflection. Yes, we're talking about the history of 31st night, New Year's Eve. From ancient traditions to modern-day fireworks, this story is packed with surprises, so stick around because you're in for a treat. Before we light up the sky with fireworks, let's take a step back, way back, to the origins of marking the passage of time. Imagine yourself in ancient Babylon, around 4,000 years ago. The Babylonians celebrated their new year not in December, but in March, during the spring equinox. Their festival, called Akitu, lasted 11 days and was filled with rituals, feasts, and even the crowning of a new king. It wasn't about counting down the seconds, it was about renewal and planting the seeds for the future harvest. Fast forward to ancient Rome. Under the Julian calendar, introduced by Julius Caesar in 45 BCE, January 1st was established as the start of the year. Why January? The month is named after Janus, the Roman god of doors and beginnings, who had two faces, one looking forward and one looking back. The Romans celebrated with sacrifices, decorating their homes with laurel branches, and exchanging gifts. Sound familiar? It's like the ancestor of our modern New Year's traditions. But not everyone embraced January 1st as New Year's Day. During the Middle Ages, European countries aligned their calendars with religious events, like Christmas or Easter. It wasn't until 1582, when Pope Gregory XIII introduced the Gregorian calendar, that January 1st became the universal New Year's Day we know today. Even then, it took centuries for the rest of the world to adopt it. Now let's talk about the traditions that make 31st night so magical. Fireworks, for example, have their roots in ancient China. Invented over 1,000 years ago, fireworks were used to ward off evil spirits and bring good luck. When European explorers brought gunpowder to the West, fireworks became a staple of celebrations worldwide, including New Year's Eve. And what's a New Year's Eve without a countdown? The idea of counting down to midnight gained popularity in the 20th century, particularly with the advent of radio and television. One of the most iconic countdowns happens in Times Square, New York City, where the famous ball drop began in 1907. The first ball was made of iron and wood, weighed 700 pounds, and was lit with 100 light bulbs. Today's ball is a dazzling spectacle of LED lights and Waterford crystal. But let's not forget the global variations. In Spain, people eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each chime of the clock, to bring good luck for the 12 months ahead. In Japan, Buddhist temples ring their bells 108 times to cleanse the past year's sins. And in Brazil, many wear white and jump over 7 waves, making a wish with each leap. These traditions may differ, but they all share a common theme: hope for the future. As the clock strikes midnight, we embrace a universal moment of renewal. We toast to health, happiness, and success. But have you ever wondered why we sing Auld Lang Syne? This traditional Scottish song, penned by Robert Burns in 1788, asks us to remember old friends and cherish the memories of years gone by. It's a poignant reminder that while we look forward, we should also honor the past. Over the years, 31st night has also become a time for personal reflection and setting goals. The tradition of New Year's resolutions dates back to the Babylonians, who promised their gods to repay debts and return borrowed items. Today, resolutions range from fitness goals to learning new skills, symbolizing our collective desire to grow and improve. But did you know that not all cultures celebrate New Year's Eve on December 31st? The Lunar New Year, for example, is celebrated by millions in East Asia and falls between late January and early February. Similarly, the Jewish New Year, Rosh Hashanah, takes place in the fall, and the Islamic New Year follows the lunar calendar. These variations remind us that the concept of a new year is deeply tied to cultural and religious beliefs. As we celebrate 31st night, we're not just marking the end of one year and the beginning of another. We're participating in a tradition that spans centuries and connects us to people from all walks of life. It's a time to cherish loved ones, reflect on the past, and look forward to the possibilities ahead. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Here's to a happy and prosperous new year. Until next time, keep exploring, and keep celebrating history. Cheers!